Yeah, I'm surprised you got that on today, my boy.
Hey, you still gotta rep your boys, right? You gotta rep your boys.
I respect it. I
Yeah.
respect it. I
Go ahead,
definitely
your
do.
turn. Your
Oh
turn.
man. Oh man. We in the place to be, man. Welcome back, man, to another lovely episode of the Good Cause Fellas podcast. I go by half. Well, I'm one half of the podcast. Go by Tweez. I'm with my brother Will. We in the building. Episode. What is this? 18.
Yeah, I think it's 18.
It's 18. It's 18. We forget to put it on the notes, but anyway. Um.
I always forget.
Yeah. Right, we always I'm terrible at it. But anyway, welcome to the
Yeah, we're 18.
podcast. Anybody that's watching this on YouTube, make sure you like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Actually had a pretty good little we had about a good decent amount of views to this last video. So appreciate y'all watching that
Ooh.
has been watching.
Yes, sir.
For anybody listening to this on audio, whether it's Apple or Spotify, make sure you leave a 5 star and then leave a review. We'd love to read those comments, but we ain't been getting none because y'all don't appreciate us. But anyway, moving along. How you
Yeah,
doing?
I'm doing okay, man. I had a rough week. And it's not because of the Niners, which we get into later.
Really? Okay.
Whoo, boy.
Well, the floor is
Uh,
yours. You wanna
yeah.
elaborate on that?
So, last Monday, or no, Wednesday morning, mom's was going to work, and she was as she entered the building, she kind of just like fell, and she shattered her kneecap and
Mm,
broke her shin. So she's been in the
mm,
hospital for about almost a week now.
mm.
Yeah,
Now, mama,
yeah.
why you didn't tell me,
I forgot to tell you, bro. It's been rough, dude.
bro?
It's been a rough week.
What? No,
Yeah, so
mom.
mom's is in the hospital right now.
Okay,
She's getting
I'm.
surgery tomorrow afternoon though, but
Okay, she got her phone on her.
yeah. Yeah, she got her phone on her. You can call her and
Okay,
text her, so.
yeah, I'm gonna hit her mom. What? So she fell at home or at work?
No, at work. So she's going to work, and as she entered the building, she just like fell and like fell to her knees.
Uh huh.
And her diabetes got her body super weak, so her
Yeah,
bones are very
yeah,
fragile.
yeah.
So as soon
And
as
as
she
you
hit
get,
the ground, like her kneecap just shattered, bro.
man, for real,
Yeah.
like that, like as you get older, man, your bones become so fragile. Like literally, they
hmm
become glass
And
as you
if you
get
got like
older.
sicknesses on top of that, it's even
Yeah,
worse.
you cannot fall. You are a walking glass of
Yeah.
wine. Don't
Yeah,
fall.
bro.
For real,
So
that shit
yeah,
is sad.
she gonna have to turn into a robot soon. Tomorrow afternoon, they're gonna have to replace her knee and all that stuff. So she
Yeah,
gonna she
she.
gonna be turned into a robot.
Damn, mom. Oh man, mom. I did not expect to hear that. Get well, mom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot you a text, but yeah, that is damn, mom.
Get
Oh,
well soon,
yeah,
right?
get well soon, man. You'll bounce back, my mama. You know what I'm saying? We here for you.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
she gets. So we gotta go
when
pick
this
her up
happened?
tomorrow. This happened Wednesday morning, last Wednesday morning.
So right after the wow. So right after the
Yeah,
pot that
yeah.
morning,
The
insane.
morning after
Okay.
we recorded. Yeah, yeah, it happened.
Oh,
So
damn. Okay. Okay. That yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
So we
I'm
we've been
glad
having a little bit
but
of a
she
rough
okay though
week.
now, right? Right? She ain't really. I know she in pain,
Yeah,
but
I
yeah.
mean, yeah. She says she's in a lot of pain. Basically for since Wednesday, she's had like rods in her leg. To try to just
Mm,
keep her bones together so they can like heal. But
mm,
they weren't able to operate on her because her leg is swollen. So they can't operate if you're swollen. So the
yeah.
swelling finally went down. So like, okay, we're gonna do surgery tomorrow, and then hopefully we can get everything back together and get you out of here. So
Damn.
God willing, tomorrow.
Yeah,
Well, no, she had to stay a couple days after surgery, so probably like
yeah, you
Friday.
probably. Yeah,
She'll
I was gonna
probably
say
be
you
able to
probably
come
won't be
home
able to pick her
Friday.
up till like Friday.
Yeah,
Damn.
no, she'll probably come home Friday. But yeah, so she's been over there. But yeah, she said she's just in a lot of pain. But
All
what can
right,
you do?
I would definitely gonna tap in with mom. I just send her some flowers or something like for real. That's oh man. I like
Yeah,
it probably just make you fearful, man. When you get old, you take care of your body, man. You
yup,
know what I'm saying?
definitely.
'Cause as you get older, man, your bones become old. Make sure you stretch.
hmm
People out there, make sure y'all stretch. Make sure
Go
you
for
drink your
walks.
water. Go for walks. Make sure you.
Yeah.
Eat your fruits, drink your water, eat your veggies,
Hmm.
stretch. Definitely stretch if you can't go for walks. Because as you
Yeah.
get older, man, the less active you are, the more brittle your bones become. And
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
those things can happen. They do say like I forgot what age it is because I think it's like after you turn like 45, 50, like you could fall and like it's like it's easier to break your hips
Bro,
once you get
breaking your
older.
hips, bro.
Yeah, it's
Oh
over.
my goodness, that's
It's
like.
it's
I'm sorry,
over.
bro, but yeah, you
Yeah.
done. You
GG
break your
GG's
hip,
in the
bro.
chat, man. GG's in the chat, man.
GG's.
It's GG's in the chat, man, for real. Like, yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, I hope
But yeah,
mom have a safe surgery and a speedy recovery.
yes,
Damn, I did not
sir.
expect to hear that. All right.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
I forgot to
Well,
tell you, but yeah.
that's pretty.
Anyways,
And I can
so that was
understand that
my
pretty.
week.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Damn. My
Oh,
week was
I was on the
cool.
news. Did I tell you I was on the news?
Hell, you didn't tell me, bro. You ain't talked to me like damn near all week, and I was low key kind of scared.
Hey, look,
From
bro.
my end, I was texting you, and then after I sent that last message, I was like, I sent you like
You
three more
good,
messages
bro?
after that. I'm like, wait, my brother ain't responded at all, and it's been hours. I'm like, is
Yeah.
he okay? So I was like, bro,
Nah,
you good? Like,
I'm good, bro. But
I was two text messages away from calling 911. Just letting you know that right now. Let you know that right now. I was two
well,
messages
I
away.
appreciate it. I appreciate the concern, but I'm good. But yeah, I was on the news last week. So you know how that whole thing went down at Richmond High?
Yes.
Yeah, so we was there the day after because we was running this support groups with the boys there.
Uh-huh.
And me and my manager, as we were leaving the parking lot, ABC7 I think was there out there doing like
Yeah.
interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
So we were driving by. I was like, "You think they're recording right now?" Because the camera's pointing straight at the street. I was like, "You think
Yeah.
they're recording right now?" And he's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. They might be." So I'm over here in the window like this, and then we were like, "Oh man, that'd be dope if they actually recorded that." So the next day, we go on the ABC7 News, and we go on their website, and we click on the video, and we just start watching it. And then they shows the scene of this lady talking, and you just
Yeah.
see us in the background driving by, and I'm like.
I thought you would get like a regular cutscene where, like, you know how they get the cutscene where people just walk into some random, you don't know where they're
Yeah.
going, but they just walk in. I
Nah,
thought that's what you was
I'm
going
in
to
the
tell me.
background.
Not my brother, like, yo, there's a whole ass serious interview going around, and the next thing you know, he just goofing off in the car, tucking up the deuces. All right, bro. All right.
Oh, we was hyped though because we were like, "Oh, we made it on the news." You can see it's like for a split second though, like you just see our car go.
Right.
You be like,
Insane, bro.
so I finally been on the news. I can say that now. I finally was on the
for sure.
news.
I've never been on the news. My girl's been on the news. I've never been on the news, bro. Never
No,
at all. I've been on
You
TV
gotta
once,
be.
but that was when I was a kid.
Yeah, you got to get
Yeah.
around some news articles and
I don't want to be around drama.
go where.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got to go where the drama's been happening.
That's cool. I don't want to be around drama because
Just be
usually
in the
people
background.
like end up in drama.
Hey.
And then I would get calls like, "Why are you goofing off?" And it's a serious news story. And I'm like, I don't need that look. I don't, man. But anyway,
man. So how was your week? Now
my
you know
week was good. What was it? Friday. What did I do Friday? Friday.
You was out somewhere.
Saturday. I had went. Me, my girl, and her mom. We just kicking it. Went through the city. I guess they wanted to go do some shopping, so we just rocked around. We just rocked all day, pretty much. Ended up copying me some shoes.
What'd you get?
Got some Jordans, some sixes.
Jordan what?
Jordan sixes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
what color are they?
Black suede with the silver outlining. I don't know the name they call them specifically. Like if they got like a special name for them, but I ain't bought me a pair of Jordans since I was a kid. So I was like, man, I seen these, and I wanted them when I first saw them. So I'm gonna copy these.
You wanna know something crazy?
What?
I ain't never had a pair of Jordans before in my life.
Really?
I ain't never had a pair of Jordans. I'm like, oh, this is bougie over here.
Right,
I told my friends I wear Adidas so my wife can wear Nike.
Wow. All right, I keep that in mind, man. So yeah, man. And for to be fair, like I haven't bought a pair of Jordans probably since. Matter of fact, to be fair, up to this point, I never bought Jordans. I was always buying Adidas and Nike because they were
They're
cheaper, and
cheaper. Yeah. Are they
exactly.
comfortable? Are Jordans comfortable?
Depending on the Jordan you get.
Hmm.
I haven't worn mine that I got, but when I put them on in the store, they felt comfortable. So,
Do you
and
plan
I
on wearing
haven't.
them, or are you just
Oh, sure.
collecting
No,
them?
no, 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 no. I'm not one of them. When I buy shoes, I wear them.
Oh, okay.
But I know for a fact that, well, I ain't gonna say I know for a fact, but a lot of people have a different. I think it just depends on the person. I think for, I'll say bigger people, I mean, I don't even think it's for bigger people. I see a lot of people just wearing ones. I think it could depend what your favorite is, right?
That's
So you
like the
got the
all
one.
whites.
No, the ones are the classic, the retro. So the ones with the you know what the pandas are?
I can't
No.
hear you. Ba
Oh
ba da
damn.
ba 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 ba. Oh, there
You
you
know what
are.
you know what the pandas are?
Pandas? No.
Damn.
I don't know
Okay.
shoes like that.
Okay. Damn. You probably just got to Google it. But Jordan ones is pretty much the OG shoe. That's the original Jordan one. That's the fit. That's his first shoe that he ever had. So he
Uh
has
huh.
one through like fucking 40.
I'm gonna Google it right
But
now.
like the main retros, I think is I'm not a big Jordan person like that either, but I think it's 19 or 20. That's the his like
Oh, okay.
yeah. So those, right? So you got those, right? A lot
Yeah.
of people wear those.
He's like regular
The
sneaker design.
exactly. So the fours is pop. There's a few popular ones like the fours, the fives, the six, the 11s, the 12s, I believe. So it kind of just depends
They got
what
1
your
through
preference is.
23.
Yeah, those are like all his like OG ones that he probably wore in the game. I think it stops at 20, the ones he's actually wore in the game.
Ooh.
Um, but I would
Ooh.
say personally my personal favorite are probably the 11s, but I don't have a pair of the 11s, but I will get the pair of the 11s for sure. Now I don't know
Okay,
when,
I see
but
that.
yeah. So yeah. But
I
yeah,
think I'm
anyway,
liking the threes. The threes look clean to me.
I am so terrible. I'm gonna have to look at these myself. I'm thinking in my head, what the Jordan?
I just pulled up Jordan's 1 through 23,
Yeah, yeah, for
and
sure.
I'm
I
looking
was
at
going.
all of them, and I think the threes look the cleanest to me.
Let me see.
But
Oh yeah, and that's another classic one though. The threes is another classic one.
the
So kind of like I
threes,
said,
oh,
yeah,
okay.
threes is another classic one. So like I said, it kind of just depends you know what you in the mood for. So like the
Your
ones, the
preference.
threes, yeah. So like the ones is popular, the threes is popular, the fours is definitely popular, fives is six, seven. Mm,
But they come in a bunch of different colors and everything.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So they got different colorways, shit like that. So it kind of just depends what your preference is. So anyway,
Okay.
I seen so the ones I got, if you still on it, the ones I got are the sixes. I bought the sixes. So sixes, they all black suede, some smooth, nothing too crazy. So after that, bought some shoes, then went out to eat. We went to some like Indian spot, got some food.
Hmm.
Oh, I gotta tell you the
You like
story.
Indian food?
Nah, yeah, I'm not picky. I'm not really picky.
Not picky.
I play this as long as it's good. I'll try it for sure.
Chicken
Food
tikka
is good.
masala.
Um, so after that, then we went to this place in the city called Baked Bear. Baked Bear is like cream but better to me.
They do ice
Um,
cream sandwiches.
hell yeah, they got ice cream sandwiches. They do donut sandwiches. They do like this bowl where they got a cookie at the bottom where it's warm, and then you can put your ice cream on top, whatever toppings you want that they have,
That's
obviously.
like a
But
bazooki.
in a sense, yeah, yeah, pretty much like a personal Pizookie. But yeah, that to me is better than cream. I would rather
Mm.
go there any day. So yeah, got that. This is probably the second time I've been there, and this shit was hella good. But anyway, funny story. So So we get to the Indian spot, right? So mind you, we in the city. So the city really don't really have parking like that in most places. So we in Little Italy, which is definitely no parking, right? So the restaurant we go to, they got a little valet thing. Now, my girl and her peoples, they've been there before. I'm new to this place, so I don't even know like what's going on. So mind you, we get to the restaurant. There's a little valet section. Nobody's at the valet section, right? So we just sitting there parked waiting for the valet people to come. So some random guy comes and acts like he valet, but
Oh,
mom's wasn't feeling
heck
comfortable.
nah,
So
bruh.
mom's was driving, but she didn't feel comfortable. So she was like, I don't know, whoop de whoop, like I don't know, I don't trust it. So I'm gonna wait until the main guy comes. So the main guy comes, talks to her, let him know, like, yeah, he works with us. That's our people's. He good. Whoop de whoop. All right, bet. So he takes the car. He goes off. We eat dinner. Then we decide to walk to Big Bear because it's literally everything in Little Italy is literally like a block or two. So you could walk to everything. So you know what I'm saying. So we just walking around the city Friday, Saturday night. Everybody outside.
Yeah.
Um, watch the Laker game and missed the walking to different bars and stuff. The Lakers lost. They got cheated out of. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Um, so
Oh, that's the one
we on our
LeBron was
way.
going crazy on.
Yeah, so we're on our way back from
Okay.
Big Bear, and then next thing you know, we're waiting for we trying to we go to back to the valet. Nobody's at the well. We give the valet the ticket, right? So he'll get our car. We don't know where he parked the car, but we know they got valet. So he goes to park the. He supposed to get the valet, right? 30 minutes later, still no car. We was
30
like, yeah,
minutes?
30 minutes, bro. 30 minutes,
Oh, y'all
probably
got
even long.
jacked, bruh.
Probably even longer, right? So mom's got some like app on her phone where she could tell if people didn't move their car or not. They never moved the car. They never got in. So clearly something happened where they couldn't get the car. They not at the car, but nobody's driving the car nowhere. So we didn't know what was going on. So I go use the bathroom. I come back out. Me and my girl's like, yo, we finna walk to the parking lot and go sit in the car. I guess somebody had parked in front of her car because you know in the city every parking garage is pretty much packed. So
Yeah.
somebody parked in front of my girl mom car and they had to get it towed. So she was like, "Oh, okay, bet we're gonna just walk over there, sit in the car, and we're gonna just wait for the tow people to come." So as soon as we walk over there, the tow people come. The valet people, they all there. They just waiting for the tow people to come get this random car that's here, whatever, right? Come to find out, the dude car that was going to get towed, he walks up the hill, sees that his car getting towed, and he's like, "Hey, what's going on? What's going on?" Next thing you know, another car drives up, and it's the valet and the car that's driving up. They know each other, and then the person that was in the car knows the person that's car is getting towed. So next thing you know, now mind you, you know when your car get towed, once they put it on the locks, that's it. It's
Yeah.
over. So bro put the thing on the locks. Bro was like, "Hey, put it down, put it down." He's like, "All right, I'll put it down for 200."
Yeah, you got to pay him to put it down.
Yeah, you're paying for it. He's like, "All right, I paid for 200." I was like, "No, I fucking know. Matter of fact, I take it back." He was like 137. He said 137, 167, something crazy, right? So he's like, "Yeah, I'll pay for it with you." He's like, "Go." He's like, "Put it down, put it down." He's like, "Nah, I need you to pay me first before you put it down."
Yeah, that don't fly,
So
buddy.
we sitting there, right? So mind you, we sitting there. I'm just making sure nothing crazy drop off, whatever. Next thing you know, he followed. I guess they end up talking it out. Woo woo. I guess Brett ended up paying like $200 to get his car took down. So then he ends up getting out of the parking lot and like parking on the side of the street. But you can't really do that either because it's damn near like a one way. But nevertheless, we was probably in the city probably like 30 minutes to an hour longer than we wanted to be, and
Yeah.
then we ended up going home. And so we had to sit, we had to stay. We was in the parking lot for hella long because we had to wait to get the tow
Yeah,
truck up
bruh.
out of there. And then they put like this. The valet people, they had like hella keys on them. So they had to get like four people to come move each car so that my girl mom could get her car out the parking lot. It was insane. It was
Nah, bruh.
insane.
See, that's why I don't be doing that valet stuff. Like, I get it. Like, you be acting bougie, you be feeling yourself when you be pulling up the valet. Be like, take my keys, bro. I'll be back. But bro. These too many people out here that acting a
Well,
fool.
here's the thing with that. I'm with you, but the problem the only thing that was the issue was is that Okay, so the valet we went to in the city wasn't like your ordinary valet, right? So they take your car, they take it to a parking garage or whatever. This
Yeah.
wasn't that. They took her car and put it in like, you know, the little parking lots, but the parking lots were pretty much booked. Like
Yeah,
you
they're
could park
full.
there's full, but like they literally had it where they would have to move some cars out just to get your car out. You feel me? So
Nah,
it was
bro.
one of them. It wasn't like a regular
You gonna
like
be
parking lot.
Kentucky Derby up in that mess if you don't
Pretty
get my
much.
car back, bro.
So yeah. So that's what ended up happening, man. So we ended up just staying out there hella long because the valet took forever. So yeah, we ended up getting that once we got the car, we drove home, and then what Sunday, watched the playoff games. And that
Look,
was
bro,
that.
y'all gotta put like an air tag in your car so
Oh,
that
she
if
did.
anything ever
Yeah, she
happens,
did. She did.
okay,
She did.
yeah,
She did. She
because
did. She
you could
definitely
track that
did.
thing. And then I seen that now if like somebody puts an air tag on you, your phone will alert you that there's an air tag following you because they like trying to track you and stuff. That's what like sex traffickers do. They'll like see a girl they
Mm,
like and they go and put an air tag like in their purse or attach
mm.
it to their car and they'll track them down with that. But your phone now will tell you like, hey, there's an air tag following you. I don't know if it's yours,
Ain't
but
that sick?
it's
Ain't that
crazy,
sick?
bro.
Ain't that
That's
sick, man?
crazy, bro.
That
We
is
actually,
disgusting.
I seen that there's a girl that we went to high school with. She just posted that she was getting tracked by an air tag. I'm not
I
gonna say her
seen
name,
that
but
too on
you
Twitter.
saw
Yeah, I know you
that?
talk. I seen that. I was like, I retweeted
That's
it.
crazy,
I
bro.
retweeted it. But that just lets you know, man, it's real weirdos out here, like real creeps, man. No matter what,
Yeah,
no matter
yeah.
what, no matter where you at, but especially for a woman, like you always got to keep your head on a swivel because you just never know. A lot of these guys are weird, and it's so weird to me because it's like, dog. From my point of view, right, it's just like, dog, you never like if you did you have issues with women growing up? I never. It never made
You
sense
getting
to me.
desperate, bruh?
That's what I'm saying. It never made sense to me why guys grow up that way, and it's just like, bro, like, is it that hard for you to talk to women to act like whatever? You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no riz,
Yeah.
and how the young dude saying you ain't got no riz, bro. Like, come on, man, it's disgusting. It's
I'm
really
still trying to
disgusting,
figure
man.
out what that means. I asked my boy's little brother, I was like, what is this Riz thing you guys talking about? And he's
You
like,
don't
bro,
know what
it's just you
riz
got the
is?
Riz or you don't. You got to have the
You know what you
Riz.
riz
I was like,
is?
what are you talking about, bro?
You are
I
really
don't speak
old.
this new generation.
You are old.
What
You
is
are really
Riz,
old.
bro? What is
Riz
this
is
new
okay.
word?
Riz is basically in Bay Area terms macking. You got game. Are you a P? You get
Okay.
those? Yeah,
Okay.
you
Okay.
got Riz,
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah, I
Mac. If you
got
got
you.
game,
Okay.
you got the mouthpiece, for lack of a better word. You got that mouthpiece. You feel me? So
Yeah.
that's all that is. It ain't nothing. Riz ain't nothing special, bro. It's literally what we already know what it is. It is just remixed with another word. That's it.
Yeah.
So
But why's it got to take so long to tell me what it means? Like, come on, guys, help me
well,
out. If I don't know
cause
what it
you
is, and I'm asking you, what is it? You know,
well,
oh,
cause
you don't know what Riz is? Oh, you probably don't got that Riz, bro. Like, you just
yeah,
talking about,
well, that's what I'm saying.
like,
Because
bruh, just tell me what it means.
young generation want to act like they didn't like they got like a treasure chest with all these like written words and all this special stuff. It ain't nothing special, bro. It's just do you got game or not? That's it. So yeah,
Okay, well,
yeah. That's
that's
it.
crazy.
Ain't nothing special to it. So but yeah, outside of that, man, weekend was good. Weekend was really good. Got to watch the playoff games. And there's a lot of
We gonna
eventful
get
stuff.
into it. We
Yeah, for sure.
we gonna
Yeah,
get
yeah,
into
yeah,
it.
yeah, 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 for
We
sure.
gonna get
For
into
sure.
it.
We definitely gonna get into it,
Yeah.
man. But you know what, we don't we start with the usual, man. You know, my brother William got the lovely guest the players for me this week. And
Yeah.
last week I think I did pretty good. I think I got what, 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, something like that. I
I think you
think it
got
was
all
three
of
out of
them.
5. I did. Oh, I probably did. I
The
don't
week
know. I
before
think
that, you did really bad.
yeah, yeah, okay, for sure. Okay, yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right, man.
well,
So yeah,
let's
lead the
get
way.
it going then.
It's on
Okay.
you, my boy. Let it rip. Get a grip. Let it
First,
rip. Let it spit. What's up?
whoa, pause. Okay. So,
We talking
first
about a
player.
gun. Just saying.
First
We talking about a
first
gun.
player.
Okay.
First player.
You
First
got it.
player.
Yep.
Got drafted in 2011
Uh-huh.
from TCU.
TCU. Yep.
What else you need?
2011, 2011. What team you play? What position you play?
Quarterback.
I was thinking quarterback. Okay, I'm in the right area. TCU.
TCU. That's
Damn.
they were just in the college championships this year.
Exactly got their ass beat. What team? What team you play for?
He plays for the Saints.
TCU. Oh, Andy Dalton.
Yep, Andy Dalton.
Yeah, Andy Dalton.
Right.
Andy Dalton.
Okay,
Andy Dalton.
okay.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
All right, next.
Yeah.
2019 from
Uh-huh.
Auburn.
Ooh.
He is a wide receiver.
Wide receiver. What school he went to? I mean, what team he play for?
He plays for the Giants.
Plays for the Giants. Ooh. Went to Auburn.
Auburn. Class of 2019.
What's his name? Is his last name Hodgins?
No.
Damn. Clayton?
Close.
No. Oh, it is Clayton.
No, it's not
close.
Clayton.
Not Clayton. Slayton. Yeah.
Slayton. Darius Slayton.
Yeah. Darius Slayton. Yeah.
Okay.
I know it was like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm all right.
2 for 2. 2 for 2.
Something
All right,
like that.
next player.
Yep.
Got drafted in 2016 from Colorado State. Can you hear me?
Say that again. No, say that again. It cut out.
He got drafted 2016 from Colorado State.
Drafted 16 from Colorado State.
He's a wide receiver as well.
What school? What team does he play for now?
Panthers.
Colorado State. He got drafted 2016. He's a receiver. Colorado State. DJ Moore?
No.
No, I was gonna say that's too easy. You wouldn't have did that. Damn. Yeah, I might get stumped on that one. I don't trying to think Colorado State. I wanna. It's crazy because I want to say he's white, but it's Colorado State. So like, I don't know. I can't. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. I think if you say the name, I'm gonna know, but I can't think of the name.
You know the name. You know the name.
I probably do, but yeah, I don't know it right now.
His name is Rashad Higgins.
Oh, yeah. I think he used to play for the Giants too, if I remember correctly.
Well, he got drafted to the Browns, so.
Oh, he did. Never mind. I take that back. It was the Browns. Sorry, but yeah,
Yeah.
I know who that is though. But
Okay.
I wouldn't even guess that. So yeah.
So 2 for 3.
Yeah. To take 2 for
All right,
3.
this next one got drafted 2020 from LSU.
And
he is a linebacker.
what's my dude name? Devin White?
Nope.
Oh, damn. Linebacker from LSU 2020. What team we play for now?
The Ravens. You better know this.
Patrick McQueen.
Well, Patrick Queen.
Yeah, I call him Patrick McQueen though, because he's fast. So, yeah.
Okay.
Patrick McQueen. Patrick McQueen.
You 3 for 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, last one. Also class of 2020.
Yep.
From Georgia Tech. And he is a tight end.
What team you play for?
The Packers.
Oh, damn. What's his name? I can't think of his name. His last name is not. Is it? No. Because he is a tight end, but they use him like a receiver. Damn. What's his name? Because his last name Rogers too.
No.
Jordan.
No.
Damn. Okay. Don't know then. I feel like you're gonna say his name and I'm gonna know it and I'm gonna be mad. So I'm gonna take the L, but I think I don't want to guess. Well, I can't think of the name, but like I just remember when I watched and they was using him as
You wouldn't
a
rather
receiver.
just guess than
I
take
can't.
the L?
Why am I guess? How am I guess if I can't even think of the name?
Oh, okay. I thought you said you knew who it was, but you
I
just
did.
don't
I don't.
guess.
I know the name once you say it. I'm sure, but I
Yeah.
don't think I could think of the name in at this moment.
So you give
What's his
up?
name? Yeah, I give up. What's his name?
Tyler Davis.
Definitely not the name I thought.
Well, good thing you didn't
Yeah,
guess that.
that was definitely not the name I thought. Never
Okay.
mind.
Well, you went
I
3 for
take
5 on that one.
I'll take that. I'll take
3 for
everything I
5.
said. That was
3 for
insane.
5.
That was
Okay.
stupid, man.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. Okay.
moving along outside of the 3 for 5, man. Let's where you want to start, man? You said you wrote basketball. Well, we'll talk about. We'll add that part of the will questions. We'll add that to the end, man. Let's get to the juicy. Let's get to the meat, right? Let's
Okay.
get to the meat.
We're gonna
Let's
go
get
go
to the
back
meat
there.
and potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
the conference championship was this weekend, man, and it was
Oh
a
my goodness.
couple lovely games. You know, a couple lovely games. Very competitive. Well, one was competitive. The other one was kind of. It was what it was, man. And unfortunately, my brother here is rocking the uniform of the said team because he's a Niner faithful. Um, and I guess we'll start with that game, man. The Eagles. I said the Eagles versus the Niners, man. A conference championship game. There was a lot of anticipation for this game.
Mm-hmm.
For me being, I'm a driver, I was listening to 95.7 the game all week, what I'm saying? There was a bunch of people calling, Eagles fans, Niners fans like, yo, be careful going to Philly, it's dangerous out there. People be getting shot. I'm just playing, not shot though, but there's a very hostile environment. Um, you know, the Niners being on the road, this is probably one of the first bigger tests, especially for Brock Purdy. And the atmosphere was definitely, everybody was, excited for this game. There was a lot of
Mm-hmm.
question that was going to get answered for both teams. And
Yep.
unfortunately, the Eagles, kind of ruined that, if you will. The Eagles won 30. It was 31-7. Wasn't close. Unfortunately, Brock Purdy got hurt. Literally like 6 plays in, and that pretty much derailed the game. Even with Josh Johnson, trying to, play the backup role, he ended up getting hurt, and Brock Purdy ended up
Mm.
tearing his UCL,
Mm.
and couldn't throw the ball. He couldn't even
Mm-hmm.
throw like 5 to 10 yards. But
Mm.
I put like this. I
Mm.
I I will speak my piece on the game, but as you being a Niner fan, I will let you talk your piece first, and then I'll go after you. I
Mm-hmm.
just want to set
No, I think
I
you
want
should
to
just
set the
speak your piece on
situation.
the game
No, no, no,
first.
no, no, no,
I'm
because
gonna, I'm gonna
here's
need you to
this.
speak your
No,
piece first.
no, it's cool. Because
No,
here's the
because I
thing,
know you're
right?
gonna have some stuff to say too.
Well,
So
because here's the thing,
just speak
because
your
here's the
piece
thing.
first, so you
I
can
would rather you,
ISO.
because
Okay,
I
how
don't
about
have a
that?
dog in this fight. I don't have a dog in this fight. You do, so it would make more sense for
Mm-hmm.
you to go first.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to set the scene for the fans that's listening, so then they can hear the
Yeah.
actual Niner fans speak their piece about it, and then I'll be the non-biased fan
Yeah.
and talk about what I saw from my end, and then yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay. That's how you
Floor
want
is
to do it.
yours.
Then that's how we gonna do
Yeah,
it. That's how
floor
we
is
gonna do it.
yours.
Okay. So, yeah, like Teresa was saying, we were very excited going into this game because, the Eagles have not played a team like the Niners. And we were ready to go in there and show them what it looks like to face an elite team, which we still are. Just unfortunately, this game.
Both y'all. To be fair, both y'all haven't really faced an elite team, but that's neither here nor there. Go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. He's just going to
I hear
interrupt me
you.
every single time I
Go
say
ahead, go
something.
ahead. You got it. You got it.
So anyways, yeah, we was going into there and we was expecting to, have a good game and play very well to the competition. Yes, we were in Philly, so we were excited about doing it, especially an away game. But unfortunately, our goated quarterback got injured. And from there, it was downhill very fast. When you lose your quarterback, your third string quarterback that is playing like a first round overall pick quarterback, The team's momentum is going to shift because you now have somebody that you rely on to throw the ball that cannot throw anymore because they tear their was it TCL,
UCL.
whatever it was called.
UCL is
What?
the ligament in your elbow.
Oh, the UCL.
Hmm.
Okay, so he went for a throw, got smacked in the arm bent backwards, tore his UCL, and got pulled out the game. And then we have Mr. Johnson coming into the game, and we're like, okay, well, let's see what this kid can do. And this dude gets hit so hard, his head bounces off the turf and gets a concussion. So what do the Niners got now? Now we say, hey, Mr. McCaffrey, we gonna need you to play quarterback because we are all out of options, buddy. So our team basically had to run the ball the whole game. And if you are a defense going against a team without a quarterback, you already know they're going to run the ball. So what are you going to prepare for? Running plays. And that's what the Eagles did. And they shut us down because we could not get the ball running. It's just an unfortunate event for the Niners to see this happening time and time again. You know, we always talk about the quest for 6, and then something always happens to us as soon as we get close. I don't know why. You know, Tweez sent me a picture of like every year the reason why we get eliminated. And out of all of those like 6 to 7 pictures, I could only say one of them was legitly eliminating us, which was the Sherman interception, okay? All the other ones were missed calls by the refs. And we're going to get into that right now. Okay, looking into this game.
Go ahead.
Here we go. Yeah, go ahead, Tweez. Go ahead.
You got it. Well, actually, no. I think I would probably speak my piece about it, and then you can go ahead.
Okay.
Because I got 2 questions for you, right? I got 2 questions.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Once it's all said and done. So, for me, right, being a non-biased fan, you know, coming into this game, obviously I picked the Eagles to win. I thought this is where Niners, run would stop, right? And the reason why I thought they would stop, I just thought that the separator was going to be the quarterback. I think if you look at it on paper, both these teams were pretty even. I mean, y'all had a great run game. They had a good run game. They had y'all guys have a great wide receiver core. They have a great wide receiver core. Both defenses were in the top 3, so it wasn't really like it's like pick your poison. Y'all got a better linebacker core, but their D lineman is way better than yours. Not way better, but they just if you stack them up together, their D line was better than yours. Their O line was way better than y'all O line this year. So it's just like it just kind of almost is just like at the end of the day, the only thing that was kind of separating was the quarterback. Do you believe in Brock Purdy or do you believe in Jalen Hurts? Some people believed in Purdy more. Some people believed in Hurts more.
Mm-hmm.
To me, after so the game plays. The drive is the first drive. They get the catch quote unquote. That Mike Shanahan decided to not pull the trigger and pull the challenge out. To me, that's on him. That ain't on nobody else. That's on him, which led to them being able to score on the first drive. Brock Purdy, then a few plays later, pretty much gets hurt, and that is pretty much literally in a sense that pretty much was the game. Granted, Josh Johnson, shout out to him, old veteran, he from the Bay. Tried to do as best as he could, but given that he's old and definitely didn't really have a chance to develop in that system just because he got signed in December. Which honestly, that is another thing I want to bring up too. But we'll talk about that after the game. After I talk about the game. But yeah. So Josh Johnson, he tried to hold on as much as he could. Eventually ended up getting hurt too. Ended up getting a concussion, similar to how I remember I got a concussion like that. But I was playing basketball. That is no joke. You get a whiplash and your head bounces back.
Tackled in basketball.
So I was going for the block a shot. It was on a fast break, and I think his legs clipped me, and I landed just like he did. And I was seeing stars, bro. I had to go to the hospital. It was bad. But anyway, and that pretty much was it, man. I think once Brock Purdy got hurt, it was just kind of a matter of time. The defense kind of held up as best as they could, but it was really not much they could do when your offense really, literally couldn't give you anything. Um, and
Nothing.
there's a lot of speculation about that game where there's a lot of people kind of back and forth about like if Purdy should have forced himself to play or whatever. Personally, I feel like if you hurt, bro,
He
it's nothing.
tried.
He tried, but there was a lot of people. I've seen a
He couldn't
lot of
throw.
people there.
His
Trust me,
arm was
I'm with
numb.
you. I'm with you. But there was a lot of Niner fans that I was looking at on Twitter that was very like disappointed in Brock Purdy not getting back on the field and trying. There's a lot of people. I was shocked. You know what I'm saying? Especially
Look, bruh.
given
If
especially what has went on with what
hold
we just
on,
dealt with literally
hold
like
on.
3 to 4 weeks ago with DeMar Hamlin now, and we see players that I get it, right? Being a tough player, you got to play through injuries. But if an athlete can't throw and he physically, like even you can't even really grip the ball for real. They were trying to say, oh, Drew Brees played with 12 cracked ribs and stuff of that nature. And it's like, okay, cool. You get a pat on the back. But if you got a quarterback that literally can't throw, that's like a running back that's trying to run on a bad knee. If they can't run, they can't run. So like if he can't throw, he can't throw. What do you expect from him? But um yeah, man, it was sad, man. It was sad, man. It was sad because I just really wanted to see a good game. Like I wanted the Eagles to win for sure, but not like this though. I wanted them to kind of like just beat y'all because then now we gotta hear, oh, the only reason we won is because Brock Purdy got hurt. Mind you, nobody was saying that last week when Dallas was struggling to run the ball with Ezekiel Elliott because he passed his prime because they best running back got hurt and they couldn't really get an offense going. Nobody was saying that last week, but now everybody's like, "Oh, Brock Purdy would have played, we would have won." Da da da, and it's just like, "Oh my god, we got to hear this for a whole summer now." So, needless to say, San Francisco, sorry, unfortunately, this is part of the game. Injuries are part of the game. It is what it is. It was good, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I wish it was a more competitive game. Um, but it just wasn't. And Eagles took care of business as they should, and they got you up out of there. But my question is to you is that actually I think I got three questions now, right? One, with the situation that is at hand, right? We have first of all, obviously, I'm pretty sure you feel like the catch wasn't a catch, and the challenge was supposed to be challenged, which in the grand scheme of things probably could have changed the course of a game. But a 31 to
Yeah,
7,
we
I
gave
don't
them
think
all
it's.
their points. We gave them all their points
I mean, you always gonna give them all their points because the defense lets up points. That's
now
kind of how that works. What you mean?
because they got like 3 touchdowns off of bad calls that gave them opportunities to score, and then
That
one
was
touchdown was because Johnson came in and just fumbled the ball at the 20-yard line and gave it back to
right.
them. So we gave them
So
all their
one.
points.
So yeah. So unforced error. The other one was bad drives down the field. Plus, y'all were very undisciplined on defense at points at times. The only argument you got from me against is probably that catch. Outside of that, the Niners were very undisciplined on defense all game. The Eagles was manhandling the D line all game. The Eagles
So
could
there
run the
were a
ball
lot
all
of
day.
holding calls that were not being called. You can clearly see that our D linemen were trying to get to the quarterback and they were
Yeah,
being held. So those were not being called. The time when
you
Brumman
got to show me. You
apparently
got to show
hit
me
the
clips on
kicker,
that.
apparently when Brumman hit the kicker, they said it was his
Hmm.
fault. But if you watch the replay,
Yeah, I seen that
he
one. I give
was
you that one.
shoved into the kicker. That was not
I
his
give.
fault.
I give you that one. I give you that one
Okay.
for sure.
So that was another call. And then they even showed that there was a time where the Eagles had the ball and they was running down the clock and the clock stopped at like 3 seconds, disappeared, came back, said 25, 24, 23. I was like, bro, what? They was rigging this? So, yeah. There's a
That's
lot of things
probably
that was happening with the refs. But at the end of the day, like you tweeted, this is an entertainment business. So the GMs have to say, whatever you do, don't let the Niners get to the Super Bowl, Mr. Ref, because we don't want to see team go in there without a quarterback, and it's not going to be an entertaining game because if they don't got Brock Purdy, then nobody going to want to watch the Super Bowl. So they got to stay out of there. So do what you got to do.
I think that part is true. I think, as far as I'm concerned, I think that what you're saying, I probably this dude did the rest probably miss some calls. Sure, I wouldn't put it past it. Is it? Everybody was kind of like this. Everybody was saying that the game was kind of rigged from y'all game. In my personal opinion, the game wasn't rigged from y'all game. I could see maybe Cincinnati's, but y'all game, not really.
Oh yeah, theirs was big time.
Yeah, I could probably see that a little bit. But my thing is with I think a lot of people don't understand, and this comes from maybe people just and it's just not to say, oh, you haven't played, so you don't understand, but it's just like I don't think a lot of people really realize like how important home field advantage is. Home field advantages is in big time games. Those are the reasons why you play or you get home field advantage. It's not the fact that, oh, we just want to say we had the best record, but when you at home, you get a lot of perks. You get a lot of advantages. Because everything you're saying right now, I could probably pinpoint of the past two games where y'all were at home and y'all were getting the same things in y'all favor. So if we want to play this game, we could play.
Did you
this
not see all
game.
the flags we got back to back to back where Kyle Shanahan was just done with the refs and just started yelling at them because he's like,
sure,
why are you guys calling all this stupid stuff?
For like this, there was certain stuff that I'd be like, okay, maybe they could probably relax on that. But there was a lot of like this. There was a lot of penalties that y'all just got because a lot of players were just playing undisciplined. Don't act like Hufanga and them just be playing the most disciplined football in the world. They were undisciplined.
They have been all season. We were the least amount of penalties, the team with the least amount of penalties on defense the entire season.
Were you? I gotta see that. I gotta
check it. And then this game we get like more than we've had the entire season out of nowhere.
Let me see.
Okay.
So let me see.
Okay, refs. Okay.
So penalties, y'all had 11. Let me check. Let me see. NFL team most.
But yeah,
penalties.
Congratulations, Eagles, on beating a team without a quarterback. Woohoo!
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. But if they would have like this, if y'all would have beat them without Jalen Hurts, is that the same energy that we getting? Or it's they're not just beat them because they better?
They still got their second stringer. We lost our first, second, third, and fourth stringer.
Okay, so this is what I wanted to hear. Don't do that. Don't say, oh, now we got our third stringer. When we've been saying for the past 8 weeks that Brock Purdy was better than your starter and your second string. Don't pull that third string bullshit.
Yeah,
do not
but
do
we
that.
Can't say, oh, Brock Purdy's hurt. Let's go back to the first stringer, Trey Lance, and put him in. Oh, we can't do that. Why? His ankle broken. Okay, let's put in the second string. Oh, we can't do that. His ankle broken. Okay, let's put in the fourth string. Oh, we can't do that. He got a concussion. Okay, McCaffrey, you throw the ball.
For sure, but I'm not against that. But don't say that, oh, Brock Purdy now is a third stringer. He was your starter. He was your future guy, which he probably still is. Let's talk about it. He'll still be your future guy. But don't say he was like some regular quarterback. Yeah. He was a starting quarterback.
No.
And he just got hurt.
We ain't going to act like Brock Purdy ain't the best quarterback in the league.
He not.
You want to check the stats? You want to check the stats ending the season? Who was the best quarterback in the league end of season?
For the 8 game run, he probably had one of the better ones. That doesn't mean he's the best quarterback in the league. We all know
the season ended. Brock Purdy had the best stats out of any quarterback in the league,
for sure. And we know a lot of quarterbacks that benefit from the system. He's not the best talent because if you put Pat Mahomes in that system, what is he doing? Is he putting up Brock Purdy numbers?
Okay,
you say no. No. Listen, is Pat Mahomes putting up them numbers?
Of course. There's a lot of quarterbacks that would put up. Hold on. There's a lot of quarterbacks that will put up amazing numbers and look better than Brock Purdy if they were the Niners quarterback. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the season, if you look at the stats from the QBs, you're gonna see Brock Purdy was the number one.
That's cool, but that doesn't mean he played. That don't mean he's the best quarterback. He probably performed one of the best. but that doesn't mean he's the best quarterback. There's two different things. You could perform the best, one of the best, but you're not the best quarterback. Because, like I said, if
Name
you put Pat
somebody
Mahomes in
their
it
rookie season that went undefeated.
and went undefeated, I can't. You know, what's so funny.
A
That's a
rookie
bad
quarterback that
argument.
went undefeated
That's a
ever.
bad argument, bro. That's a bad argument because I could guarantee you, I could show you every quarterback and no quarterback had the team that Brock Purdy had. None. If you want to compare, if you want to do that, we compare teams. Though, like I said, no rookie quarterback that you're trying to mention that didn't do as good as Brock Purdy didn't have the talent that Brock Purdy had. Hell, it's like this, but there's a lot of players. There's a lot of players that had a great first game or whatever that was way better than Brock Purdy's, and they didn't have half the talent. So all it's like this. Brock Purdy is a good quarterback. He can fit the system, which that's what you need as far as the Niners concerned. But that doesn't mean that you can put Brock Purdy in Kansas City and they're gonna be some Super Bowl winning team. That's not how this works because he's not that talented to Pat Mahomes. I can't believe we're really having the discussion right now. I can't believe we're really having this discussion about Brock Purdy.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
Yes, you
that.
are. You know you're saying that. You're
I'm
really
not saying that
that.
he's better than Pat Mahomes.
So, but you're saying that he's comparable.
No.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is he was the best quarterback, statistics wise, at the end of the season.
Okay. I don't even know how we got here. Either way it go, he not. I'm looking up the penalties. The Niners is in the middle of the pack. They didn't average the least penalties, so you're wrong on that one. That's what I really want to get to. We went on this whole little thing for no reason. Needless to say, Niner fans have a great because here's the thing about Niner fans, it's so funny, right? When y'all beat teams, it's because y'all better. The Niners and the Warriors have the same like syndrome, right? Y'all beat teams, it's because y'all better. But then when y'all lose, it's always the ref this or something that or whoop de whoop, and it's just always like, nah, this team did not beat us, and it's like, yo, this is what happened. Y'all weren't at home. Anybody that knows how sports go, when you don't play at home, you don't get certain advantages in your favor. This is how the game works. That's why it's called home field advantage. You may get an extra crawl here and there. You may get some little thing that slip that way. When you try to beat certain teams, usually when you beat certain teams, you literally have to outplay them. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you low-key froze on my end.
Yeah, I'm frozen on my end too. Just keep going.
Really?
I can
hear you. I got you.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I look crazy.
Yeah, you're gonna lie, you look kind of crazy. I think it's kind of the Wi-Fi on my end, but I'm gonna fix that. Anyway, hopefully I think it should still be recording your face on your side. Hopefully it is. But yeah, so when you don't have them home court advantages, certain things will go in your favor, right? And that's one of them where certain calls may not go your way. Now, granted, in the Eagles game, like I said, the drop pass or the catch that wasn't the catch, Kyle Shanahan should have made that call, right? He didn't make it. Did fix it?
Nah, it's not fixing it.
Nah, whatever. He should have made that. He should have challenged that play. And then you had certain sequences where it's out of your control. If the ref call it, he don't. The push in the back, I get too. You know what I'm saying? The grand scheme of things, I get that part. You could knick-knack and pick holding calls all you want to, but we could do that all day with certain players because certain players just naturally hold, especially if they get away with it, they're going to keep doing it. But needless to say, regardless of the fact, you lost your quarterback, and that pretty much was the game. It wasn't nothing much else you could do with that. Without Brock Purdy, y'all wasn't winning that game. Josh Johnson wasn't winning y'all that game. If he played he wasn't winning y'all the game. Period. It's telling me to tell you to refresh your page, bro. Refresh your page real quick, and come right back, and then it should still probably still be recording. So, yeah, man. So anyway, like I'm gonna tell y'all, people that's still listening, make sure that you understand that when you're playing and you at home, you get certain benefits. You know how it go. It's just the fact that some people don't understand that home field advantage can be beneficial to your team. That's why most teams try to win that, so they ain't got to deal with the nonsense that it is to play on the road. Um. So yeah. So the Niners won 7-31. Um. In the midst of that, we've had a couple big things that didn't happen in the past few days. We didn't had. I'm trying to wait for my brother to see when he come back. Seems like it's taking forever, longer than I thought. Let me make sure he good. Hopefully, this might get cut. This might not even make it. You know him. Oh, there you go. I think that's him.
I'm back.
Hey, cause I was for to text you, my boy. I was gonna be like, oh, my boy bugging. Oh man. So anyway, so like I was saying, um, I played this. Unless you want to speak, you got some more you want to talk about the Niners game because they either way it go, no matter how you slice it, y'all wasn't winning. Yeah, I mean they
Oh no,
sent
we was
y'all
gonna win.
home.
No, we was gonna win.
No, y'all wasn't.
Yeah,
Y'all
we were.
wasn't.
Yeah,
How?
we would have won
How?
that game because
How?
we before Brock Purdy got injured, he was 4 for 4. He was going crazy.
He almost threw a
He was making his
pick.
passes.
He almost threw a pick.
Photo? How many times have we seen Brock Purdy almost throw a pick and did not, and he still blew out the other team?
Y'all
All
wasn't
the
blowing
time.
them.
Okay.
Y'all wasn't blowing.
Okay,
First of all,
calm down.
First of all, y'all.
Hold on.
First of
No,
all,
you asked me a question, and then you gonna let me answer the question.
okay, go ahead. You got it.
We was gonna win with Brock Purdy.
Yep.
Okay, because he wasn't gonna let that slide, and it was very, very close game until that happened. I mean,
What was
we
the beginning of
was
the game?
yeah, it was in the beginning. It was in the beginning, but we was on them. We was on their line. It would have been a very, very close game, but we still would have had a chance to win. You can't say we didn't have a chance to win.
I believe you did have
We
a
had
chance
a
to win,
chance.
but I still had picked the Eagles to win just because of the fact that, like I said, they was at home. Jalen Hurts is better than Brock Purdy, and it was pretty evident. Even if you watch the game, their O line was better than your D line, and their D line was better than y'all O line. If you win a
our
game in the
O-lines,
trenches,
the whole season, you go and injure our entire starting lineup of quarterbacks, that means our O-line's got a problem, which is what we need to practice. We need to practice something, or we need to do something in this offseason to help that O-line out, because next season, whoever the quarterback's going to be is going to need some help because, yeah, the Niners to lose 4 quarterbacks in one season is disgraceful, and that is because the O-line cannot protect their quarterback.
That's never happened. Well, mainly the right side, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh yeah, no, we ain't talking about no Trent Williams. Trent Williams, the boy, he went crazy. He was throwing dudes he was throwing dudes in Philadelphia, so he go crazy. But the other end is what we need some help with. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, but like I said, so with that being said, in my opinion, y'all don't win that game still, just because of that. Y'all can't if you can't control the line.
And I ain't mad at you.
That's
your
facts.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion. You just said my opinion. Your opinion.
Well, for sure, and that's your opinion. There's no facts to you.
Yeah, it is my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Because the only facts that's happened right now is that the Eagles won 31-7. That's the only fact in this whole situation. Yeah. So, needless to say, anybody that
look at all the other facts. You beat a team without a quarterback. Congratulations.
That's cool. That's one that play like this. And y'all right now, what y'all 0 for whatever and get to the Super Bowl. Y'all 0 for whatever win the last 20 years or whatever. That's
watch what's about to happen next year. You don't even know what's about to hit you. You don't even know, bro. You don't even know.
That's what y'all said this year. You know what? Y'all didn't even know what's going to hit y'all. Y'all didn't even know what's going to hit y'all. But here's the thing. Okay,
next year, when we win the Super Bowl, come back to this episode, grab this clip, and post it on there so you can see how stupid Tweet's going to look.
You sound stupid now because you said that earlier this week. You said that like 4 episodes ago.
Watch what happens.
Anyway, we've been on that for way too long, man. I just played this. This is my thing for you, right? And we still gonna talk about the Niners, of course, because they're kind of the topic of discussion, right? End of the season, Brock Purdy tore his UCL, obviously. They have said that he's going to be out for about 6 months, give or take. depending on how the surgery goes.
Mm-hmm.
Trey Lance, I think, is supposed to come back maybe in July-ish or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as a Niner fan, I would
Mm-hmm.
hope you would know, or maybe you have some suggestions of what you think the Niners should do moving forward. Clearly, I think they
I'm
have to update.
glad you
They,
asked.
they got to update the O line,
I'm glad you
obviously. But as far as quarterback concerned, there's
went.
definitely a lot of speculation of what the next move is. Obviously there's a lot of key free agents. However, if you draft if you try to sign certain free agents, that messes up the cap in the future for certain players. So I'm gonna ask you, and I know you're gonna probably say something stupid, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. Um,
Yeah.
what do you think the Niners should do moving forward for next year to hopefully put y'all
Oh
in
man.
the situation to win the Super Bowl
Look.
that y'all think y'all gonna win again?
Look. So we will win the Super Bowl next year. And you want to know why? Because a
Why?
little somebody from the other side of the country is becoming
Uh
a
huh.
free agent, and
Uh
he
huh.
want to come home, and we got a spot for him. So we gonna win next year because
Uh huh.
in the offseason, you will see Tom Brady signs with the 49ers, and
Okay.
we will go ahead and trade Garoppolo. Well, Garoppolo is a free agent, so he can just
Yeah,
go.
he's gone. Yeah.
Trey Lance is going to have to go.
Okay. Okay.
And Brock Purdy will be studying under Tom Brady for the next couple of years
Okay.
while we have him.
Okay. Okay.
And our team is the most Super Bowl ready team out of any team that needs a quarterback. So I know Tom Brady is going to be like, I need my 8th ring so that I can go ahead and get that already because that's what I need. Because if you look at what Tom Brady did with the Tampa Bay Bucks this year, took them to the playoffs, and they are trash. So if he comes to the Niners already set up for him. He can throw to Debo. He can throw to Ayuk. He can just hand it to McCaffrey. And then he can let the defense go out in the field and get him the ball right back. So there is no reason why Tom Brady should not sign with the San Francisco 49ers next year. And when he does, you will be seeing me buy a Tom Brady 49ers jersey because that will be history because he is goated and we will be goated as well. So he's basically
Hmm.
has to just sign the contract. And he could just come on
Okay.
over and we'll go ahead and take him to another bowl and give him another ring. So that's what my predictions are. You're welcome.
Okay. Okay. I mean, so I will say I don't know. I don't think that would be the smartest thing to do. Personally
Like you said, we
speaking,
just need to win that chip.
for sure, but at what
The
cost?
Niners are a
Like,
ticking time bomb right now. We are a
yeah, but at
ticking
what
time bomb.
cost? But at what cost? So, like, okay, so one, you sign Tom Brady. Tom Brady's probably going to ask for a decent amount of money. And
Mm-hmm.
then you're gonna have to pay him, and then you're going to have to take a lot of money, right? So, like, they were saying earlier that Trey Lance is about like 20-30 million on the cap hit. So if he's that expensive, you probably won't trade him, realistically speaking. Um, so you're probably stuck with Trey Lance unless you want to pay that cap hit. But if you do the cap hit, then you can't sign other players. And if you have free agents that you need to resign, you can't resign them because you spent all this money trying to get Tom Brady. So do you spend all this money on Tom Brady, but then don't really have no money to give to nobody else? So you can't fill out the O line. You can't maybe upgrade the corners. Hopefully they come back that were injured earlier this year. Hopefully they come back up
Mosley.
productive. Yep, hopefully Moses come back in productive. Really just need to upgrade the O line. That's the biggest hole. Right tackle, center. Probably get a little stronger D line. Personally, I think Nick Bosa is kind of by himself. I mean, Kinlaw and Armstead, they straight, but they didn't make no noise yesterday. I didn't
Nah,
feel
I
they
mean,
didn't make no noise. So
Armstead can help him out. I don't know about Ken Law.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But I think they need to upgrade the interior D line, O line for sure, And I don't know if he's gonna be able to do that if you sign Brady, unless he takes a major pay cut. But he probably won't. But even at that point, let's say you sign Brady, you can't trade Lance. You can't trade Lance because Lance, you trade Lance, that's too much of a cap hit. Unless you want to do that, but then that's stupid if you do that because you can't sign other players. So you're stuck with Trey Lance. So it's either for me how I see it. So it depends, right? Obviously, you still want a quarterback battle between the two, but the reality is you kind of get to a point where you
You
probably
gonna
gonna have to
trade
let Josh,
Purdy?
not even trade. You probably just got to let Josh Johnson rock for like the first couple games of the season until Brock Purdy come back, and then or you draft. To me, I would look at somebody like, and it's kind of crazy, right? I would look at somebody like Ryan Fitzpatrick or whatever, just to hold off for a couple games. Because the reality is either Brock Purdy or Lance is gonna be the starters, right? And then whoever falls behind them is either gonna be the backup. So like if Purdy is a backup, which he probably won't, he'll end up being the starter. But Trey Lance probably will. You would have to keep him long enough to fulfill his contract, unless he wants to get traded. But I think if you get somebody like Fitzpatrick or somebody that doesn't take up space until these players get healthy, then you move accordingly. But drafting Tom or trying to sign Tom Brady, depending on how the contract is going to look, will be crazy because he's gonna take up a lot of money. And it'll be sad if you got Tom Brady out there getting messed up because your right tackle can't block.
That's the only thing is if Tom Brady wants to come because he's gonna be like, y'all O line will not be able to protect me as much as I need them to. So I don't know,
It's terrible. Terrible
but
online.
we're
Terrible.
gonna have to have a conversation. O line.
Terrible. And on top of that, you got to deal with that. Y'all got the quarterback issue going on. Y'all just lost DeMarco, y'all DC to the Texans. And you think y'all still going back to y'all? You think you go to the Super? Y'all gonna win a Super Bowl next year?
We still have all of our key players.
Yeah, but the coaches schemed for the players.
Okay, look.
The reason why y'all were a top
How-
defense was because
how
of the scheme.
How many of our defensive coordinators keep getting picked up and taken to another team to be their head coaches?
It's only been like one
Been
or
a
two.
couple now.
It's been a
Been a
couple.
couple
Been like
now.
one or two. Like one or two. This will be the second one.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So who says we can't go ahead and get another defensive coordinator to come in here and do basically what they did? Because
here's
we've
the thing,
done it
right?
back to back.
Here's the thing, right? Well, because here's my thing. The coaches that y'all took in have been good coaches for defense because they still do the same thing, but at another team. Robert Saleh, case in point, made the Jets one of the best defenses in the league. DeMarco Ryans is going to make the Texans defense one of the better in the league. Eventually, you're going to get to a point, you're going to start running out of DCs.
Yeah, well,
and you go just keep bringing
we're
them
gonna have
back.
to go to college and be like, "Hey, bro, you getting called up?"
So yeah, I play this. I respect the hopes.
Well,
Right now, the Niners are in a very interesting spot. I can't wait to see how it turns out. But needless to say, y'all chilling on the couch just like we are. So yeah, and you know what's so funny? Now that I think about it, that's crazy, bro. None of your teams made the Super Bowl. I got one. You got 0. That's tough. Hey, moving along, man. We gonna talk about it, man. Chiefs and then the Bengals. Another competitive matchup. Very, very, very very interesting game. Chiefs winning 20-23. Or 23-20, sorry. Pat Mahomes coming into the game with a sprained ankle or messed up ankle, kind of undecided of how he was going to be able to play, if he was going to be able to perform well. Travis Kelce was also like almost a late scratch because he was dealing with some injuries. I think he got hurt during the practice a couple of days before, and especially with the Bengals coming in being one of the more hot teams during in the season. Definitely was a lot on the line, and Joe Burrow, especially having Pat Mahomes' number, which it seemed to be being, I think it was 0-2, 0-3 against, or he was being two. I mean, not 0-2, but 2-0 or 3-0 against Pat Mahomes.
It was
Pat
three
Mahomes
and
had a
zero.
lot of pressure. Oh, it's 3-0.
I think it was 3-0 versus
Yeah, I
Pat.
think it's okay.
It was
But
the
yeah,
fourth
but Pat
time.
Mahomes had a lot of pressure, man. Coming into this game, Pat Mahomes had a lot of pressure. There was a lot on the line. Obviously, Super Bowl at stake, but it was almost like a statement game for him as well as Joe Burrow. Not to say who the best quarterback is, but even with Pat Mahomes being so talented, Joe Burrow just seemed to be, have his number. And to be fair, I think the Bengals came in as the better team. Um, Coming into the game, I think they have the better talent offensively. Defensively, I think they're relatively similar, but I think I still would give the edge to Cincinnati, maybe. Um, but you know, Kansas City got a little of the home cooking, as they may say. A few calls to go their way, and yeah, the Kansas City was able to pull it out. Man, Pat Mahomes had not a great game, but a good enough game to where it was like, man, that he's that man. Joe Burrow kind of struggled. The O line had same with the Niners. Cincinnati has always had an issue with the O line, and it was more, prevalent this game. Joe Burrow really couldn't get nothing going offensively. It was definitely a struggle. Chris Jones was definitely creating havoc for the Kansas City Chiefs, and it really came down to the wire. Definitely watching this game, it really felt like it was whoever was going to get the ball at the last possession was probably going to win the game, just because of the fact that both teams really couldn't move the ball as well as they would want to. Given Pat Mahomes not being the most healthy, and Cincinnati O line not really being able to create time or make holes, and it came down pretty much to the last drive. Pat Mahomes making play after play, and then an unfortunate accident or incident, not accident, but an unfortunate, unforced error by the Cincinnati Bengals D lineman, unnecessary roughness, 15-yard penalty, kicked the field goal, won the game, and yeah, the Chiefs advanced to the Super Bowl to play the Eagles. Did you watch this game?
I watched a little bit of it.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah,
Um, Thoughts of the
but
game, thoughts of the whole little situation of the game.
yeah, I
There's a lot of
mean,
speculation about it being rigged. I will let you dive into that because you're more of the conspiracy guy.
you saw
Uh,
this TikToks I sent you. Go
yeah,
look at your
yeah.
TikTok,
So
bro. You gonna see all these videos
yeah,
I sent you.
yeah, exactly. I know. I've seen all of them. You know what I'm saying? I've seen the conspiracies. Because there's a lot of conspiracies to this game. A lot of
Yeah,
people feel that the Bengals had got kind of, they got rigged from this game.
yeah, yeah. No, so
And like I said, I definitely understand where they're coming from. I just think that, like I said, I think two things could be right, right? I think as fans, right, we have to understand that this, at the end of the day, is a form of entertainment, right? Now, granted, is everything script? No. Like, if that's the case, how do they decide what team just be shitty every year? It's the same teams trash every year. Is that supposed to be script? Like, is that what we doing? I don't think everything is script. However, I think that referees are human, right? They don't make every call right. Just like if you were a referee or I were a referee, we wouldn't get every call right. We just wouldn't. It's just the nature of the sport, right? But and then on top of that, you add that to the fact that when you're at home, it's almost like an unwritten rule where you just naturally get calls more in your favor because you're at home. The refs don't want to hear boos all night. They don't want to be talking. You don't want to hear them talking bad about you, like, oh, the ref, you suck, blah, blah, blah. They don't want to hear that. So, as a team that's on the road, going into the game that you have to be way better than the home team. Period. You have to outplay them. And if you get in a situation where the game is close and you have to depend on 50-50 calls to win, you're going to lose that game more times than not. Simple as that. You're just going to lose games. Just because of the fact that those calls probably won't be in your favor just because you don't have home court advantage. That's how the game go. Is it fair? No. But like you play any sport, high school, college, pro, semi-pro, whatever, you win, you get home court advantage for those moments. That's why the Eagles got a lot of stuff to go their way during the Niners game. Same thing with the Chiefs. Home court advantage gives you those perks, and those perks end up being in their favor, and the Bengals didn't have enough to outplay those perks when it's all said and done. But yeah, that's all I got on that. What you think?
I mean, I don't got too much to say on this game. I mean, it's just for me, it was the number one and number two quarterback going against each other, and Burrow seemed to have Mahomes' number when it came to playing against each other, but unfortunately, it's hard to continuously beat one person over and over again. And Mahomes was able to pull it out. Yes, there's a bunch of stuff that happened with like the refs and not calling certain things, and especially the end of the game. They said that he didn't mean to hit Mahomes outside the field. It's just the momentum he was carrying. He could not stop. He just went straight into him. But they're gonna call that. And then we've seen like some other stuff with I seen like Burrow got hit after he threw the ball. They didn't call that. And then Mahomes gets hit after they throw the ball, and they call that one. So it kind of goes into the whole thing of like, oh, the NFL's rigged, stuff like that. But like you said, when the Bengals go in, they got to go in on fire and ready to go and score as much as they can up front, and just shut up the crowd and just shut down the Chiefs defense, and just make it hard for that offense to keep up, which they did not do. They only scored 6 points in the first half. So it was just very, on edge for them, and they could not do it. What's that one thing that people be saying about Joe Burrow that Kelsey was making fun of? What's that saying? They said like something about Joe. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Hell no, I don't even know.
It's like it belongs to Joe or something like that. Belongs to Burrow, whatever. I don't know what that thing is. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, they was making fun of it after, because Kelsey was wilding after the game. He was.
Oh yeah, he was talking that talk, man. The mayor's tripping, man. But when you had. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, it's just you got the two best quarterbacks going head to head at it, and they got to play out, and Mahomes just played a little bit better, so they're able to get that dub, especially because they're at home too, so they're able to do it. But it's unfortunate. Yeah. I would have rather see Burrow in the Super Bowl again, but whatever. Mahomes won't get that ring.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, Burrow had more passing yards. The running game was relatively the same, even though the Bengals had 71 rushing yards, but they couldn't really get the run going, even though he rushed for 4.2. The Chiefs couldn't get the run game going at all. They only averaged 2.1 yard per carry for a total of 42 yards. Definitely had a better definitely had more passing yards, but the Bengals took more sacks, which was definitely pivotal. Like I said, Chris Jones definitely made an impact on that. And then pretty much outside of that, time of possession I think was relatively the same. The Chiefs had the ball for a little bit more, but in the grand scheme of things, and the Bengals had a lot more penalties. But like I said, that's part of having home field advantage. You get more calls to just go on your side. Is it right? Probably not, but that's just kind of the unwritten rules of sports. When you on a road, you have to be on point. You have these little mental errors, just like the unnecessary roughness at the last play of the game that was able to get in a position to kick the field goal. Little stuff like that matters, right? So when you plan on a roll, you have to be better than the home team. Obviously, what I'm saying. Goes without saying, but there's just little mental errors. You have to be mentally sharp when you play and technically sound, because there's just the little 50-50 moments probably won't be in your favor. And that's pretty much what happened this game. Time and time again, they were showing videos of what probably could have been called or what should have been called. Because even when Pat Mahomes got the unnecessary roughness, they were showing a video of the tackle pretty much holding the D lineman because he tried to do a spin move and pretty much was holding him on his chest. And they could have called holding, but they didn't. Whether they missed it or not, sure. But you know, you're not at home, so you're not gonna get that call. You're just not. You're not at home. You're not gonna get that call. So if they at home, Bengals probably getting that call. So it's unfortunate. Definitely a good game though. Nevertheless, Joe Burrow and them boys will definitely be back. No question about it. Every year is going to be between Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and everybody else got to get in line. So the AFC is going to be loaded for years to come, and they're going to be the head of it. And you're going to see either Burrow win the conference championship or Pat Mahomes in the conference championship more times than not. So salute to them boys. Kansas City moves on and pays the Eagles in the Super Bowl. We would talk about the Super Bowl, but the Super Bowl ain't for
We'll do
like
that next
another
week.
2 weeks. So we'll talk about
I want
that
to talk
next
about
week.
the Pro Bowl though.
What? It's 707 flag football. That shit finna be so corny. Like, yo,
Really? I think it's gonna be lit, bro.
the Pro Bowl is probably the worst All-Star game in professional sports. It
Okay.
is.
I got a question for you on that.
Yep.
Okay, me and my manager was trying to figure this out earlier. Okay, he's a big football fan too. He played college ball and everything.
Okay, that's what's up.
What does the NFL need to have like their dunk contest, their home run derby? Like what can the NFL do to get like their thing? Because the NFL is like the only sport that we have that does not have like their thing when it comes to like the professional, like before the championship game, like they choose the best players and all that stuff. Like what do they have? What could we do? We came up with a couple things, which I think would be pretty fire, but I want to see what you think. What could the NFL do?
I think that would be fire would be so. I was trying to think. So I think back in the day they used to have the skills competition, right? So we used to have a quarterback challenge, which was cool. The old lineman or the lineman would do the strongest man who could bench press whatever. You could do a race if you wanted to. I think one thing I would probably think looking to doing is probably doing one-on-ones. Get the best receivers and the best DBs, let them go at it, best of 3. You pick the top 6 or top 4 Pro Bowlers, whoever want to do it. You put, you rank them however, and y'all just go at it. You know what I'm saying? You put them at the 25, 20. They got to score in the end zone or something and let them go one-on-one. The problem is with football is it's so much of a physical sport that you just can't casually play it, right? So the reality is that I think the NFL will never have like a dunk contest or a 3-point shootout, relatively speaking, just because of the fact that it's too physical, right? You play a sport that you could pretty much get injured every play. I mean, you could say that relatively for every other sport, but football is so physical to the point where like you could play basketball and you could just casually go through the motions. You ain't really gotta like be hella extra. Same thing with baseball. You know what I'm saying? Football is the only sport where like there's always hella contact for no reason. So, and and it's crazy because NBA players be going harder in the All-Star game than the NFL players do, and the NBA players make a lot more money than the NFL players do. So it's kind of interesting to see it. It's just be like, when your contract not guaranteed, you're not gonna go hard like that. I wouldn't. So in my opinion, until the NFL start putting more money or making money more guaranteed for these players, we will never see that type of atmosphere for NFL Pro Bowl. It's a waste of time in most people's cases. And put it like this, you know how a waste of time it is? The AFC, literally all their quarterbacks, I think, down there opted out. I think the quarterbacks they have right now is Joe Burrow, somebody else, and I think Tyler Huntley. That's their quarterbacks. You know who Tyler Huntley is?
Because Josh Allen, he backed out.
Right.
But yeah, the Ravens quarterback.
I don't think you heard what I said. Tyler fucking Huntley. You want to know what his stats was this year?
What?
You know what? Let me go look up his stats real quick. So you could just dog, insane that he is the Pro Bowl quarterback for this game. It is no disrespect to Huntley, but like this, bravo to you, bro. Happy for you. Cool. This is the most oddest situation ever, bro. He had a 67% completion passing completions. He had 658 yards passing with 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. And that got you in the Pro Bowl.
That is just
in 6 games. So you telling me he was the only quarterback that wanted to accept that Pro Bowl? That's what I said. Don't get me wrong. And this is coming from a Raven fan. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I'm happy for him. Like, go ahead, bro. Do your thing. Get your coin. Because I'm pretty sure he got that in his contract. So he gonna get paid. I hope he got that in his contract.
Because he's Pro Bowler.
Because he's Pro Bowl. The odds of that happening is so rare. That shit was supposed to happen. So I'm pretty sure he got a nice little bag from that. But that's what's up. Get your bag. But outside of that, no way. No fucking way. That's unreal. That shit doesn't happen. Insane, bro. No. Crazy.
Yeah. So me and my manager were talking about it, and we're like, what could the NFL do to like make this more entertaining for like Pro Bowl? And I was like, what if they did like a free kick competition where they got all the best kickers and they had them like go who could kick it the furthest away, something like that. And we're like, that's not that entertaining. And then I was like, okay, what if we had like a quarterback competition to where it was like a Topgolf thing to where like you throw it into like a certain area, you get points for that. So that might be pretty cool. But then we're like, it's not that entertaining. So like, what's the like most entertaining thing about football? And we also thought about one-on-ones because we're like, when wide receivers go at it with the corners, like that's very, very entertaining. So we're like, what if you
shout out to Destroying
like,
because go ahead. I would say shout out to Destroying. He made it popular in the past year and a half and some change, even longer. Where if you watch his YouTube video, he gets millions of views. He go to random ass parks everywhere around the world. It just does one-on-one with random people, and it gets millions of views. So I'm pretty sure if you did that with actual NFL players, it would be great to watch.
He does it with NFL players.
Sure, exactly. But the problem is that there's a lot on the line, quote unquote, with that. So it's just like some people won't do it because they feel like it's not worth the risk. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what players would be competitive enough to just do it.
So what I was saying was, what if you got some beef with somebody from the season? So, like, for instance, if you got Diggs to call out Alexander II, whatever his name is, because they was having some beef that game. So if they said, all right, this is what we're going to do at the Pro Bowl, we're going to go one-on-one. And then you get that start riling up, and then imagine all the other wide receivers that could call out any DB that they want. Like, either it's a safety or a corner, like, they could be like, hey, look, bro, we had some beef, and we need to settle this. That would be super entertaining. But we ultimately said the best thing that they could probably do is look at quarterback and wide receiver duos, choose the top ones from the season, and then have them go against just like one of the corners. So whatever team you choose, just have them go against it. So it'd be like, you have Allen and Diggs going against Alexander, right? So he's got to lock up Diggs, and then after that you could do Burrow and Chase going against I don't know, somebody else. Some other
for
corner.
Sure.
Like Sauce,
I agree.
right? Burrow and Diggs versus Sauce. So that would be awesome to watch. Like them try to, him try to just lock it down, the wide receiver, and that would be pretty dope to watch. Though. So I think that would
for
be
sure, 100%. I think that'd be amazing.
I'm not completely against this flag football thing. I think it's pretty cool because. Honestly, I think the Pro Bowl, they don't actually play out because there's the risk of injury. And I think with flag football, there's not too much risk of injury because you're not hitting dudes. You're just chasing them down, trying to grab the flag off their waist. So, and I think, and also, they're going to be very lighter because they don't have all these pads and stuff on. So it's going to be a lot more faster. And I don't even think they're wearing helmets for it, right? They're not going to wear helmets.
That would be fire if they did wear a helmet. But Probably not. And play this. It
Yeah,
would be dope if they
um,
made it like if they did like an NFL street type kind of situation where they like either give them like jerseys or something that would put their logo on it or they could wear their hat or something. But like this, if they only doing like shirts
yeah,
and shorts, whatever, cool. But let them be able to rock it the way they want to rock it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to
yeah,
uniform them hella crazy. But who knows, man? I think or probably just let them wear like okay. So I would say let them wear how they doing in the NBA back in the day, right? Where back in the day in the All Star game, they don't do it now though, but like you could wear your team's jersey, but if you wear your away jersey if you was on the East, you wear your home jersey, you wear your white home jersey if you was on the West. So they should do a thing for that. If it's the
yeah.
AFC, let them wear their colored jersey. If they're in the NFC, you wear your white jersey.
It's
I
the
think that'd
colors
be
versus the
fire.
whites.
Exactly. It's the color versus the whites, bro. That'd be fire, bro. That'd be fire. That I would get with something like that for sure. But the NFL trash, and they're gonna just probably make them wear some weak old uniform jersey, especially because it's in Vegas too. They're gonna make them wear some
Oh
glitter
my god.
glow type craziness, bro. And that shit will be weak. But I think with the Pro Bowl, I think a lot of people just don't like it, man. It's just for the past 10 for the past 5 to 10 years, I think the Pro Bowl has been looked at as a joke, right? Nobody really enjoys watching it, and it's just because, like I said, if football is such a physical sport, I'm pretty sure owners and GMs be telling their players like, "Look, if you make this Pro Bowl, you better relax." Sorry, bro, I had to burp. That shit was
He
nasty.
said,
Uh, this shit, that was bad, bro. But yeah, they be. Oh, that was disgusting. Bro, when you taste your
it was
own
like
burp, that
fighting
shit
to
is
get out of your neck, bro. It
bro,
was
it was so
fighting to
bad.
get out.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, man, it's tough, man. Football. When players play, I'm pretty sure in their contract they'll be like, "Yo, if you make the Pro Bowl, you can't really play or can't really go that hard." Because mind you,
Yeah,
you gotta keep in mind too, these contracts not guaranteed. Like, but basketball is guaranteed. Most of it is already. So like, regardless of the fact whether you get hurt or not, you gonna be fine. Football, most of them contracts not guaranteed, bro. So you have to kind of you got to play it smart. You feel
mhm,
me? So like most people won't really go hard in Pro Bowl because they don't feel like it's worth the risk. There's certain players that didn't care. If they let a game, they'll do it, just like Sean Taylor's of the world, Ray Lewis's, whatever, Ed Reed, blah blah blah. But not everybody's built that way, and especially with now with the NFL being more business like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of just it just doesn't make sense to go so hard for that. But I agree. I think a quarterback or a 1v1 will be fire, especially if you, like you said, you have some beef over the season. You want to be like, hey, yo, let's run it 1-on-1, let's go.
yeah. But
I
I'm
think that'd
calling
be
that boy
cool.
out.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful with that too, because sometimes certain things can fly and it becomes worse than when it can be. So you kind of got to watch out for that. But I think cool heads will prevail. But I know how I get with certain tensions, especially with 1-on-1, because you prideful, isn't it? There's no excuses. It's you versus him, mano y mano. And if you get cooked and you're on TV with it, it can be embarrassing. So some people take it more serious than others, but I agree. I think the reality is, I think it just it'll never be that way until NFL makes contracts guaranteed where players feel more comfortable being able to go hard in those situations. It'll never be what the NFL or the NBA. I mean, it'll never be what the NBA has. The NBA is lucky that basketball is so easy to play and it's not as physical as football is. It can be, but it's not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could go up and down the
You're not
court, get
intentionally
you
hitting
some.
people.
You know what I'm saying? You could go up and down the court, get you some high flying dunks, hit a few threes, pull some half court shots, and then for a short spurt, you could get really competitive, and then it's over. Right? Where football, you pretty much battling all game. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So there's no like, oh, I'm gonna throw this pass, he gonna catch, I'm gonna just let him run in and whatever. It's just it's not gonna work like that. So yeah,
All
man.
right.
So
Well,
well,
sounds like it.
yeah, man. Um,
We can save my
let's
questions for
see.
next week. We good.
Okay, you sure?
I just
Okay,
had
cool,
that back
cool.
as backup because you were saying like I don't know what we're gonna talk about,
Yeah,
but
for
I told you we got
sure.
a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, after we ran, I mean, in another news, I mean, we can throw this in there real quick. Sean Payton to the Broncos.
Yeah.
Sean Payton is a head coach now for the Denver Broncos. I think if I remember correctly, they traded I want to say they traded a first round pick or something else for Sean Payton. Um, Thoughts?
I think he's going to make the Broncos better. He'll come in there and help out Russell Wilson to kind of get back to what he used to be. He's a great head coach. We've seen him many years with the Saints. But yeah, he's going to be able to help that organization out. So it's going to be pretty cool to see. And unfortunately for the Raiders, that's not going to be good for them.
Man, that's another problem they got. Another problem the Raiders got to deal with. Like the Raiders is literally in a bad situation that is getting worse and worse by the minute, right? And it's crazy, right? So also with that, Nathaniel Hackett, which was the former coach for the Bears, I mean not the Bears, but the Broncos, he is now an OC for the Jets. And there's been rumors that Aaron Rodgers wants to go to the Jets now. So be on the lookout for that. If Aaron Rodgers goes for the Jets, that can change up a lot too, but who knows? Only time will tell. Outside of that, man, I think that kind of wraps things up, man, for episode 18.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as the Super Bowl concerned, like I said, we won't talk about the Super Bowl this week. We will talk about the Super Bowl next week.
Oh wait, no, we're gonna talk about it next week.
Don't worry about it.
We're gonna talk about it next week.
Don't worry about it.
We're gonna talk about it next
week.
So anyway. You know what I'm trying. We're gonna talk about it next week.
So
he's out
this will probably be one of the final like close to heavy football episodes we will have. I'm looking at the notes right now. That's why it's kind of funny. But yeah, man, I think that does. Like I said, we'll talk about the Super Bowl and stuff next week. And as far as whatever questions we'll have, because
we'll go over the Pro Bowl,
a whole collage. We'll probably go over the Pro. Well, we'll recap the Pro Bowl, obviously, if you watch it. I think I will watch it. Don't get me wrong, I will watch it. But
I feel like
if it get bored, if it get bored, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna watch this. But anyway, so we're gonna recap the Super Bowl and the Pro Bowl next week. Any football news, we'll definitely run it by y'all. Yeah. And we've been recording for an hour 35. I think that we got we good.
Going.
Yeah, I think we've been going, man. We'll play this. We'll do a recap to the whole thing as a whole moving, for next week. We'll recap as far as like the regular season, our picks for the regular season. I finished with a better record, of course. Playoffs, we actually did tie so far. We actually tied in the playoffs.
Bro, you beat me by 1 in the regular season. Chill.
Bro, so what? I still feel better than you. And let's be honest. Let's be honest. All my L's literally came from being an a-hole and just picking the Niners because I could literally dare to be undefeated right now. That's the only reason I got L's.
Because you doubted us. Because you doubted
No, it's not that I did. No, it's not like this. It's more that I didn't doubt y'all. It's more like I ain't gonna lie. I was just being a hater. So I was just picking other teams just because I could. I didn't care. But like this. If I really was picking, but my record would have been like 30-3, bro. That'd have been crazy.
Well, keep that in mind for next year.
Oh, next year. And I'm still gonna have a great record. But anyway. So yeah, as the person that actually knows football, I finished with a better record in the regular season. But the playoffs, though, you held your own. That's what I'm saying. But like I said, it's an asterisk on that. I could definitely easily have a lot better record. If you listen to the past episodes, every time we picked, the only time I really picked, only my main losses came from against the Niners because I kept picking against them because I wanted to. Because you're a Niner fan, so I was just being a hater. But if I pick the Niners too, my record is pretty great. My record is excellent at that point. I'm down there. I'm undefeated down there at that point. But anyway.
Yeah, you might want to end this because your head's getting a little bit too big here, buddy.
Nah, it ain't big enough yet, bro. I'm just getting started. The playoffs, man. We ended off. We both 9-3. Obviously, we probably picked different teams to win the chip, so that will probably decide who has the better playoff record for sure. And yeah, I think that wraps it up, man. This has been another lovely episode, episode 18 of the Good Cause Fellas podcast. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say much, man. If you on YouTube, you know what to do. If you watch this on Spotify, Apple
Yeah.
Music, you know what to do. I said it at the beginning.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you ain't did it, you ain't been listening. So you know what to do. If
Don't
you on
be like
YouTube, you know
that,
what to do. You
man.
on Spotify, you know what to
Give
do.
my
You on Apple, you know what
dollar.
to do. Huh?
What?
What you just say?
Nothing. Keep going. You good?
Why your nose
Do your
red?
thing.
You sick
Because
again?
I'm Rudolph. I'm Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Let me take off that. And take off that. Oh, I gotta show you. Oh, never mind. I'll talk about it. My pod just got me a Lamar jersey. So I'm gonna wear that next pod. Wear my Lamar jersey, my Lamar Jackson thing. Yes, sir. I forgot I got it. I had to rock that thing. You feel me? Yeah. I hope he signed him,
Rock it
man.
before
But
he
anyway,
leaves. Rock it before he leaves.
shut up, man. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay. As far as I'm concerned, he's still on the team. So that's all that matters. But anyway, like I said, man, appreciate you for rocking with us. I'm Tweez. Got my brother Will here. We in the building. And we will see y'all on the next episode, which will be next Tuesday. Yeah.
Bang, bang, down the
Something like
gang.
that. Yeah. So also, we will have our links in the description on YouTube, on Spotify. That way, you can follow us on IG. You can follow us on TikTok. You can follow us on what else we got? Twitter. You can follow us on I said IG, I think already.
Yeah.
IG, Twitter, TikTok. You can follow us on all those. You know what I mean. All the links will be in the description. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We are very grateful for y'all.
Do, 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 do.
We hope you have a lovely day. If you listen to this in the daytime, if you listen to this at night,
Oh
happy
my
hope that you have a good
gosh.
night rest. Shut up, bro. I'm trying to
Just
get this all
end
out.
the podcast, bro.
He just mad because I could talk all day. But all right, y'all. We actually going this time for real, for real. I love
Those